What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 24 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we got early reveals for the weekly wildcards that are going to be dropping in-game later this afternoon. Also, the price floors or price caps have been removed from selling cards on the auction house, kind of. We're going to talk about that first, so let's go ahead and jump right on into it. By the way, we got the surprise promo dropping tomorrow. GMM's going to reveal all of the cards tomorrow morning, but we should see a teaser later tonight on Twitter, 7 p.m. Eastern time, that will likely kind of give us a hint as to what to expect from this promo. And normally on Wednesdays, and it's not going to be in there right now, but later on this afternoon it should be, we will see brand new objectives in the Season 5 Field Pass to help you earn Season 5 XP. Normally, those objectives hint towards the promo that's coming out the next day. So you can see, if I go back to like week 4 here, score 15 touchdowns with 2 Sugar Rush players in your lineup. So when the week 6 objectives drop in game, there could potentially be an objective in the game that hints at the title of the promo that's going to be coming out tomorrow, but we should get an idea, or at least the name of that promo, later tonight on Twitter at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So if you weren't aware of what was going on over the last couple days, EA basically put what we call a price floor on selling cards, and the minimum amount that you could sell a card for was equal to the value of training, so it was a 1-to-1 ratio. You couldn't sell a card for lower than a 1-to-1 ratio of whatever that overall quick sell for training. So 95s were a really good example. Prior to this morning, you could not sell a 95 for anything under 100,000 coins, and the big problem with that is that cards were not selling because there were so many of them on the auction house, and also people who like to snipe cards. That was basically out of the question because it kept the market completely at, this flat rate. If you looked at the average price or the best training routes out there, or best training rates, there was like 7 or 8 overalls that all had the same value, which you've pretty much never seen in MUT before. And so if you were listing cards and they were not selling over and over and over again, it became completely frustrating. So that was really bad for the game, but I also kind of find it funny that once they removed it this morning, it was, you think about the idea of everybody's in this mad rush to sell their cards for cheaper rates. Now, I get it, again, cards at the value that they had it at weren't selling, at least some were, but not a lot of them were. But just the idea of it is like, oh my God, I cannot wait to sell this card for cheaper than EA's letting me do it. It's just always kind of a funny concept. So what they actually did is they changed it from a 1-to-1 ratio to a 0.5 ratio, which there's going to be some of you out there that just don't like the floor or the cap at all, whatever term you want to use. To me, I think a 0.5 is fine. At this point in the year, it's going to keep some value on these cards. If they drops any lower, there's going to be zero incentive to open up packs, because everything that's in a pack is going to have not good value at all unless you pull the newest cards. Now, one thing that I did this morning, and let me go over to my items here and just sort by newest. Soon as that was removed, the main overall that I was looking at was 95 overalls, and as you can see, I bought a bunch of them. I got all of these for about 85,000 coins and under. The reason I did this is because, weekly wild cards that come out today are all 98 overall champions. We're going to reveal those in a moment. The cards that come out for tomorrow's promo, we don't know if they're going to be good or bad cards at the end of the day, but they're more than likely going to stay at 98 overall champions, which means 95 overall cards are still going to hold some value tomorrow. They're likely still going to be a part of Ultimate Legends on Saturday, and I think even next week when we see AKAs and then more weekly wild cards and whatever we get next Thursday, I still think we're going to stay at 98 overalls at least for 2 more weeks. Definitely at least 1, but I definitely think 2. So 95s right now are dirt cheap, and if we go over to the auction house, number 1, if you like any of the wild cards that come out today, you can pre-build 4/5 of what you need to complete a set, because with weekly wildcard sets, it's any 4 95 overalls from any promo, and then the 5th 95 needs to be a weekly wildcard from that specific type of card. So you may have noticed one of the cards I had was a Rising Stars card. If I wanted the 98 overall Rising Star today, I basically have everything I need for it. So I was just kind of going through the auction house like this, 94, 95 sorted by newest, and then going through each individual position. Now it looks like prices are kind of going back up just a little bit here, but I was able to find a handful of 95s at 85k and under. So it looks like even though EA set a brand new price floor, we as a community have kind of adjusted the market, and it seems like right now 95s are most commonly on average going for about, you know, roughly about 95K. Here's a Clay Matthews for 83K. If I'm fast enough here, I'm going to go ahead and buy that one. So you think about 98s that are coming out tomorrow. If you can get those for about 85K to 90K on average, you can pre-build any of the 98s that are dropping tomorrow for under 500,000 coins. And that's all going to be dependent on how well you're good at, you know, good at sniping. But I just wanted to give you guys an update on that in relation to the pricing. You can now sell cards for cheaper than that 1-to-1 training ratio, and it's been knocked down to a 0.5. Let me know how you feel about that. Do you like the 0.5? Do you want them to remove it completely? Are you okay with what they have right now? Leave it down below in the comment section. Let's go over the weekly wild card reveals. As always, we're going to skip through the lower overall cards for these, and even the 88s aren't really going to be great theme team fillers, maybe the 91s and up. But as I say each and every week with these cards, if you got cards that are going to help out your theme team, you're going to be okay with the promo for the week. If you got 0 cards for your theme team, you're going to hate it. I know me personally, it doesn't really bother me in this situation, but it feels like the Eagles haven't really gotten any weekly wild cards all year, aside from maybe Jalen Carter is the only good one that I can remember off the top of my head. Here are the 92 overall cards. I do say, and we'll get there in a moment, but I do say I like what they did with the discounted ability buckets on the 98 overall champions. And if you're wondering, when are we going to get new solos for this promo? It's going to be 1:30 p.m. Eastern time when this content drops in game. And of course, we will have a video coming out once that drops. As far as when this promo is going to end, EA should let us know, but I think we're going to see at least 2 more weeks of this promo. So next week and the following Wednesday, 3 weeks if you count today's content drop. Here are the 95s. Khalil Shakir, 96 speed wide receiver, short route running 94, mid 95, deep 90, and then the catch ratings are 94, 94, 97. Not terrible. Morgan Fox is going to be the veteran card, 85 speed right end. I'm going to stop there. It's an 85 speed right end. Left guard is Elijah Wilkinson, 97 strength. I like that. 95 awareness, 93 pass block, 94 run block. Pretty solid budget option. If these are going to be the same route as the market, they're going to be about 80 to 85 to 90,000 coins. The only problem is with heroes right now, they don't get discounted abilities. So if this card maybe was going to get secure protector for 1 AP, it'd be worth taking a look at for that price. But because no discounted abilities, all you have is the attributes, and it's good in that way, but abilities run the game right now. The final 95 is going to be Eddie Pinheiro, kicker with 80 speed. I don't know why I told you that, because it doesn't matter. It's only 95 kick power that you care about and 93 kick accuracy. Here are the 98. So we start with Zadarius Smith. The way they did it this week, and probably will be for the rest of the duration of this promo, is every discounted ability in the tier 5 bucket is going to be the same in the tier 6. So the discounted abilities, you're going to get to pick 2 of the, you know, whatever available are out there. For him, he's going to get Strip Specialist for 0, Secure Tackler and Enforcer, also 0 AP, and then to me, the best pass rushing ability in the game that's not called Unstoppable Force, which is technically an X Factor, Double or Nothing for 1 AP. So if you want to go Secure Tackler, Double or Nothing, you can get both of those for a total of 1 AP. That should help against the Angry Runs, Bo Jackson, and other Angry Runs running backs out there. This card doesn't look too bad. 99 block shed. The strength is cool at 91. If that was a little bit higher for a power rusher, I would really like this card, but overall looks pretty solid. Evan Brown is going to be the next one. 98 overall center, 97 strength, 97 awareness, 97 pass block, 98 run block. He does get Secure Protector for 1 AP. I've had a lot of people asking, like, what's the best center not named Jason Kelsey, being that he's so expensive? This is probably going to be the new best option out there, because you can get Secure Protector for 1, and then you think either All Day or Post Up, which are both really good for pass protection, and you can get either of those for 0 AP. So really, really good card here. I like this one, dependent on the price, but it looks like a good card. The next one's going to be Josh Metellus, 98 overall cornerback, 98 speed, 97 jumping. I don't know why I told you that. 97 zone coverage, 93 man, 91 press. As a slot defender, if you run a lot of zone, he's good. I'm pretty sure he gets pick artist and mid-zone KO together for 0 AP. There's also flat zone KO for 1 AP, and then I think deep in zone KO is 1 AP as well, but he's going to be a good slot defender because of those 2 0 AP abilities. And the final 98 is our 5th Cooper Kupp Fifth Nike athlete, it's Cooper Kupp, so we should be getting 6 of these. And if you pay attention to details and the trend, we've been getting one of these every other week. And because we have one more, this is why I think that we have at least 2 more weeks of weekly wildcards left, because we need our 6th Nike athlete. And you're going to be able to trade all of those cards in for a 99 overall player yet to be named. This card looks good, 98 speed, 98 catch and traffic, same thing. The route running is good, deep route running only 94, but that shouldn't be a problem. He's going to get route tech and short elite for 1 AP, and then human joystick and jukebox for 0. I will say I like the jukebox for 0 AP. After the catch, he could be really glitchy. I probably wouldn't really waste the 1 AP abilities on this card. I don't think they'll be needed, but it looks like a good card. We might give it a try out later today or tomorrow once we get some of the new cards from tomorrow's promo as well. And then the LTD here is going to be Darren Waller, and he does get better abilities, discounted abilities compared to Luke Musgrave, but I would take Luke Musgrave over this card because he's 2 inches taller, he's going to be faster with the 98 speed, he's going to be far less expensive. This card will probably be close to 1 million coins, whereas Musgrave right now is like 400,000 coins. He's a supremely inexpensive rental at the tight end position, and the abilities to me, I know a lot of you might run different offenses and things might work different for you. Abilities to me aren't 100% necessary on a tight end. Darren Waller does get backyard tight end, which basically gives him, I think, a playmaker animation, and he gets hot routes. You know, it's basically tight end apprentice with a little bit of extra sauce added onto it. But I don't think this card for the price is going to be as good as the Luke Musgrave card when you factor in that price. If you don't need abilities, you don't require them on your tight end. I know my scheme doesn't really, require it at all. So there you go. That's all we got. If you didn't hear, breaking news, Stephon Diggs got traded to the Houston Texans. In football-related news, CJ Stroud's got some weapons over there. Stephon Diggs, Nico Collins, Tank Dell, wow, man, and they got a good running game, and the defense obviously is good as well. If you're a Texans fan, you're probably happy right now. Let me know how you're feeling, Bills fans. Who is Josh Allen throwing the football to next year? That's all we got. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.